Hello survivors. As another year comes to a close, I'm happy to share some information about our latest update to survival mode. We're calling this update Perilous Constraint. Perilous Constraint's main contribution to survival mode is the addition of the Black Rock region from episode 4, which we released in October. You can get to Black Rock through a new transition zone connecting it to Pleasant Valley, and also through a cave system accessed from Timberwolf Mountain. In the aftermath of the events of episode 4, you can see that Black Rock Penitentiary is partially destroyed, but intrepid survivors will still find their way inside, where a variety of resources await. You may also find useful resources outside the main prison block itself, including in the infirmary, the workshop, or the old barracks. If you look carefully, you might even be able to find your way into one of the guard towers. Black Rock is a vast new region, heavily patrolled by timberwolves and hiding several shelter locations in addition to the main penitentiary complex itself, the power plant, the substation, a partially collapsed mine. There's even a prepper hatch hidden somewhere in the region. Adding Black Rock brings the total size of our playable game world to 55 square kilometers. The ballistic vest is the first piece of protective gear in the Long Dark. It's highly effective against physical damage inflicted by animal attacks from wolves, bears, and moose. Coming at the expense of weight and stamina, wearing the ballistic vest can mean the difference between crawling away from that bear mauling, bleeding out after a heavy wolf attack, or escaping a moose encounter a bit less worse for wear. But the vest is heavy and will slow you down, so you'll have to balance wearing it for constant protection against the trade-offs like inventory capacity and sprint stamina. There are no choices without consequences in the Long Dark. We've also added the Noisemaker to survival. Introduced in episode 4, the Noisemaker is a very effective timberwolf deterrent. A small explosive made out of a can and some gunpowder, the Noisemaker easily breaks timberwolf pack morale, helping get you out of trouble when you find yourself surrounded. Just keep in mind the wick can be a little finicky, so don't hold on to the lit Noisemaker for too long. You wouldn't want it to explode in your hands. The Noisemaker can only be crafted at the ammunition bench. We've added one in the workshop in Black Rock Penitentiary, so between this and the ballistic vest, you'll want to add Black Rock as a destination for your next survival run. This also means that if you want to use the ammunition bench for ammo or Noisemaker crafting, you can now choose between two locations, Black Rock or Bleak Inlet. There's also a great new piece of soundtrack music composed by Sasha Dikichian, who has written our entire survival mode score so far. As usual, in addition to these core new features, we've made some quality of life improvements to the game, including making crampons repairable, something you players asked us to consider after we added them in our Hesitant Prospect update. Earlier this year, I promised that by the end of the year I would share some more information about our plans for mod support, future updates to survival mode, and next-gen visual enhancements. We're still working out the details, but today I'm also sharing a developer diary that outlines some of our plans and our thinking about these important topics. It was just a bit too much information to narrate in an update video. If you want to learn more about any of these subjects, please click the Dev Diary link in the description below. Since we're heading into that time of the year, I want to remind you that over the upcoming holidays, the Hinterland team will be resting up and enjoying time with loved ones. We'll be monitoring our various channels, but if you run into any problems with the game, the best way to let us know is to report an issue to our support portal at hinterlandgames.com/support. Please keep in mind that due to the holidays, our response time might be delayed, but rest assured we'll be back at work in January, ready to hotfix and get back to development. 2021 has been a big year for Hinterland. It's the year we shipped episode 4, 2 big survival updates, and more stuff we can't share yet, but we know our work isn't over. The team has been hard at work preparing for our ambitious plans for the Long Dark in 2022 and beyond. We hope you enjoy Perilous Constraint and have a safe and restful holiday season with your loved ones. Thank you for all your support in 2021, and all your support always, and most of all, thank you for making the Long Dark community a vibrant and respectful place for all our fans to join together in their shared love of the quiet apocalypse. Now get out there, Great Bear is waiting for you. All the best, and on behalf of the entire team at Hinterland, thank you, be safe, be well, and see you next year.